I've been aligned with Marjorie and accused of believing a lot of the things that she believes in.
We've all been given a wonderful Christmas gift, as two of the dumbest people in Congress are now fighting. So, of course, I'm talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert, who are now feuding over who should be Speaker of the House. So Greene is in support of Kevin McCarthy. Lauren Boebert right now hasn't said either way for sure, but she definitely is signaling that she's against McCarthy, and I'll show you in that clip. But first here, and also get to later on, where Trump is in all this debate, which may surprise you. But first here, just to set the stage for this fight that's going on. So McCarthy, who lacks the 218 votes to become Speaker on January 3rd amid opposition from at least 5 House Republicans, has moved for the past several weeks to try to win them over with deal cutting and potential rules changes to empower rank and file members. And that has worked in some cases, like with Taylor Greene, has not worked in other cases, and it needs at least, I believe, 4 of these votes to be able to become Speaker. So let me get to this clip now. This is taken at the... what is it? The stupid Turning Points USA show. I don't know. These people have conferences every 2 weeks. Like it's something new, and they have a stage and they say some dumb shit to a bunch of morons. So here's some more of that with Charlie Kirk here hosting for Real America's Voice.
Someone who we all respect, Marjorie Taylor Greene, says Kevin McCarthy is going to be a great speaker.
I guess you'll have to ask Marjorie about that. I'm a fan of hers. I'm an admirer, but it's not something we see the same way.
Lauren?
Well, you know, I've been aligned with Marjorie and accused of believing a lot of the things that she believes in. I don't believe in this, just like I don't believe in Russian space lasers.
Are you a hard no?
Space lasers and all of this. No, I'm just saying we need to actually have an inside conversation and make sure that these promises are there.
So Gates there with a very diplomatic response. Meanwhile, Boebert goes right in. So Marjorie Taylor Greene, of course, responded to this. I'll get to that shortly. But just to give some context for the claims here, yes, I've covered this before. Marjorie Taylor Greene has said these things. And apparently this has bothered Boebert in the past as well, which I'll get to. But the Georgia Republican has been mocked for her Jewish space lasers claim for nearly all of her political career. The controversy originated in a since-deleted 2018 Facebook post from Greene. The post touted an anti-Semitic conspiracy theory suggesting that the Rothschilds, a wealthy Jewish banking family, were profiting off of California wildfires supposedly caused by lasers or blue beams of light from space. I have nothing to add there. But Marjorie Greene reacted, saying here in a tweet thread, I've supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. President Trump has supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. Kevin McCarthy has supported and donated to Lauren Boebert. She just barely came through by 500 votes, which is true. Lauren Boebert just barely won her recent election. And I know that's a way to definitely poke her. Second tweet here saying she gladly takes our money, but when she's been asked, and for some reason there's a colon here, I don't understand Republican grammar. She writes, Lauren refuses to endorse President Trump. She refuses to support Kevin McCarthy, and she childishly threw me under the bus for a cheap soundbite. The country is facing extremely difficult times. Americans expect conservative fighters like us to work together to save America, and that is the only mission I'm 100% devoted to, not high school drama and media sound bites. Save America, defeat the Democrats. So, while Taylor Greene seems like she's trying to be diplomatic about this by saying, you know, she's focused on America and defeating Democrats, she just took shots at Lauren Boebert as well. So this is now a back and forth fight. They are feuding. This is real. This is great. Now, I'm not really sure this will last. I'm sure once there is a speaker chosen, they will all move on with their lives. But I don't know. Maybe not. These are children, so it's wouldn't be surprising to see this continue. But the reason why Greene is backing McCarthy here is that she has obviously been given concessions. So Greene is betting that backing up McCarthy in his time of dire need will pave a path to legitimacy and power if he becomes Speaker. So apparently, it appears she will have her committee assignments reinstated after the Democratic-controlled House stripped them after Greene endorsed violence against her political opponents. So McCarthy is promising to bring her back onto these committee assignments. So Greene is happy. Boebert, I'm not sure if she's been promised anything. I'm going to guess not, which is why she is a little angry right now. But more context for this feud, which has some history. So for a pair of bosom buddies that once enjoyed, this is the Daily Beast here, that once enjoyed such wholesome activities as heckling President Joe Biden together during his first State of the Union address. Just a reminder of that one. Remember these two clowns here? Yeah. What a great historical image. Greene and Boebert have taken pains to publicly emphasize the fissure in their relationship in recent months. In April, Politico reported that the duo had locked horns over a February appearance by Greene at a conference organized by white nationalist Nick Fuentes. The confrontation became so heated that another lawmaker had to step in, seemingly before blows could be exchanged. Republican lawmakers told the outlet that privately, Boebert detests being associated with Greene, seen in Capitol circles as more of a maverick. So Boebert definitely appears to be more of the instigator here than Greene is. Greene appears to be fine, just kind of, going with the flow, even though let's not get it twisted here. They're both completely insane. But Boebert definitely is the one that is more willing to take shots, as we just saw her instigate this entire fight. And maybe it has to do with the fact that she has been associated with the craziest of the crazy this entire time, but that's because she herself is also crazy. So it's weird to see Boebert be bothered by this, considering there isn't much of a difference between the two. Now, Trump. Where does Trump figure out all this? Well, surprisingly, he supports McCarthy. So Trump is calling on his supporters to stand down on McCarthy opposition. Now, this is, in spite of the fact that McCarthy in the past, after Jan 6, he was actually trying to get Twitter to close down Republican politicians' accounts that were in support of the insurrection. So, and of course, he spoke out against Trump at the time, at least, the kindest way he could. So even though he's done all that, here you have Trump coming in to support McCarthy, likely because, to be honest, I don't know, because Trump doesn't care about the party at all, the strength of the party. I'm not sure why he would give a shit in this situation, but maybe there are some promises behind the scenes. If Trump backs McCarthy here, McCarthy won't speak up about Trump and all of his bullshit. I don't know. But regardless, Trump is calling on supporters to back McCarthy, going on to say that it's a very dangerous game. Some bad things could happen. Look, we had Boehner and he was a strange person. I just find that to be a hilarious comment. I assume this has to do with Boehner and his constant crying. I'm not sure what else this would refer to. But he goes on to say, we ended up with Paul Ryan, who was 10 times worse. Paul Ryan was an incompetent speaker. I think he goes down as the worst speaker in history. So, of course, Trump and his stream of consciousness. But there you go. Two of the dumbest people in Congress fighting over who should be speaker. I do really think it's going to end up being McCarthy. There doesn't seem to be any major support for anyone else within the party at this time, of course, because the GOP control the House. It's more than likely going to be one of them. I'm not sure how it would end up being a Democrat in this situation, but we're going to have to see how that all plays out and if this fight between Boebert and Greene continues.